Hello, Leia here. I literally just finished filming a different video, and I felt inspired by that topic to discuss how to take a big leap and land on your feet, or at least land and stand back up on your feet. Eventually start walking, running, and then flying. And of course, like, there's always room for improvement. You're never going to be perfect. You're never going to be there. It's always about the journey. But this video is going to give you some guidance on how to finally make the decision that you've been wanting to make. That's scary. That's going to shake your world. You don't know what will happen after you make this decision. You don't have something lined up, but you trust and you feel it in your heart, in your body, in every ounce of your being that this decision is right for you. And so just stay tuned and I'll give you some information. So first and foremost, energetically speaking, when you are jumping from timeline to timeline, your body becomes a higher frequency that sometimes it feels unsafe. Your physical body will have reactions like anxiety, depression, whatever. Most of the time, for me at least, my experience has been anxiety. Like, I'll have panic attacks and a lot of like nervous system activation because we become such high vibration. We almost like leave the body a little bit because we are creating like this whole new world. It's like when you mix up water and everything becomes like mixed and crazy. That's like how our energy body becomes. We become less dense in our body and right here and more in the energy body out here. And the body gets scared because we are the life force that keeps the body going. Like our soul, our energy, who we are truly is what keeps the body alive. So if it's leaving a little bit and it's dispersing the energy throughout the whole entire energy body, the body's like, whoa, what the fuck, how am I gonna stay alive? And so it's like do. So in order to minimize the effects of that, we want to get into our body. We want to ground ourselves through the scary situation, and there's so many ways to do that. The first things that come to mind is physical activity, obviously weightlifting, running, cardio, or any other sort of cardio. Going on a hike, you could do yoga classes, Pilates, you could do bike, you could do, literally there's so many different things. You could do Zumba, you could do martial arts, so many different things. Something that's going to literally zap your soul, your energy back into the physical form, because it needs the energy to move in these new ways. Another way is using, they're like a bunch of newer tools. Some of them are like super ancient. So like cupping, acupuncture, acupressure, and I forget what the other one is, like sadhu boards and stuff like that, like with the nails and spikes that you can stand on. You could lay down on your back. It's basically just stimulating. It's another form of stimulating the body without like getting that like physical activity in. Like, it doesn't take any physical activity. It's just bringing attention back into the body. And that's why when a lot of people, especially in like the fetish world, enjoy pain, because it brings them back into their body, because their body, they've been in fight or flight for so long. It makes them leave their body in that same way that I mentioned, where it's like energetic. Their energy body kind of disperses a little bit and becomes wider and less dense in the body. And so pain or other stimulation brings the energy back, and almost like, it's like if you wear leggings as a woman or a man, whatever the gender is, it stops the jiggle from jiggling, or a sports bra, whatever. It just like keeps everything tight and kept in. So those it's technically one. This is one way, is get back into your body, ground into this physical form, because energy is being used in different ways. Your energy is kind of doing different things than it normally is doing as it's changing the experience that it's having. So so that is the first way, getting into the body, grounding. And then of course you could go into nature. This is also very like non-intrusive. Like if you have like health issues and you can't like work out, or like if you have some sort of autoimmune disease, or some sort of like intense anxiety where it would cause like worse health problems, going into nature, putting your bare feet on the ground, if it's warm enough, hugging a tree, just sitting at like the base of a tree trunk, journaling. Although journaling can be grounding or it can be activating, because it is the energy of words, which is air, and you're already in that airy, spacious energy, right? And you want to get grounded. You want to get so if you're journaling, have an intention. Have an intention to really get to the bottom of it. Whatever that means for you, get to the bottom of it. Find that source feeling that you're having. It could help you to journal your way to the cause of the problem too, because sometimes your system is like specifically activated. Maybe it's only by one thing that's super easy to change in your atmosphere, to settle in your atmosphere. Like such a small example, but like fire is like an energizing element. So say you're super energized, super anxious, all that yada yada yada, and you have like 5 candles going. Yes, for some people that can be grounding, but for the most part, fire is an activating energy. It is a transmutation. So it could be helpful if you need help moving that energy through your body. But sometimes if you're trying to settle in with the energy that's in your body right now before new energy comes in and you kind of create that cycle again, no candles. Try something more earthy. Even incense would be more grounding if you really need a smell. But that's just like a small example of like something you could change in your physical environment. And then obviously this is like the biggest, easiest, most profound, useful way to cope with transitioning timelines, redeveloping yourself through a big transition, grounding yourself through taking a huge leap. Meditate. I know it sounds so woo-woo, and some people really get thrown off by it for some reason. I think it seems unattainable because people think that you are meant to sit down like Buddha and reach enlightenment in 5 seconds. That is really, it's not like that at all. Meditation is just the process of releasing stress through not letting any more stress come through your body. So it's minimizing all of the stimulation around you. Close your eyes so you don't have the stimulation of light to process. Sit in a quiet area if you have the opportunity, but really sitting down anywhere. You can meditate anywhere. But if you do have the option to sit somewhere that's safe and quiet and you won't be distracted, then that's ideal, because then there's less sound, there's less physical sensation. All of your 5 senses, there's less. And so that allows your body to process what's already in the body right now and clear it out. Scientifically, it's just releasing the stress. There's so much you can look into the scientific benefits of meditation, but energetically it gives you the opportunity to catch up on your, I want to say homework, because it's literally like, if you think about like a teacher's desk or something, they've got like that huge stack of paper that they've been keeping up. They just keep needing to grade all these quizzes. So meditation is the equivalent of having one of those like holidays, like where students don't come in and teachers still come in to get all their work done. That's what meditation is. It's you show up to deal with all the stress that you've been building up. Meditation is sitting there with your thoughts, being able to look at them and then let them go whenever they are ready to be let go of. Obviously it's easier said than done, especially if you have not meditated a lot in your life and you experience having to sit with the things that you've been putting away for a very long time, and it can be very triggering things. So sometimes I've heard people have like these very big reactions in their system where it's basically just like panic attacks, or like you can get sick, like your body is like physically releasing the things that you've been holding onto for a long time. So it releases itself physically through sickness, which is so crazy and magical. But so that's why it's important to do it in small increments. So if you are new to meditating, start with 10 minutes a couple times a day. And then once that becomes more comfortable, move up to 20 minutes a couple times a day, morning and evening, so you can really experience the benefits of it. And so that's that. A little summary: if you're in a leap, your energy is dispersed. You want to come back into your body so you can consciously make decisions and not dissociate while you are in such a huge transitional time, because transitions are not bad. The only constant in our life as humans is change. So being able to cope with change is such it's such an important skill to have. So in order to cope with these big changes, this big leap that you're taking, it will be okay. I promise you, it will be okay. It will be okay on the other side. No matter what the outcome is, you will be there. Everything will be okay. As long as you are grounding yourself in your body. That's staying active. Another huge thing, I don't know how I forgot this, but it's fueling your body properly. Making sure you're getting enough protein. You get your healthy carbs, vegetables, fruit, and all that. You get your healthy fats, avocado, eggs, olive oil, peanut butter, nuts, whatever feels good for you. And you focus on those main protein, carbs, fats. You can have starches and stuff too, just as be cautious of how it affects your mental health through this stage, because it's probably very fragile. So really focusing on that physical health through movement, through feeding your body. You could use modalities like acupressure, acupuncture, cupping, other things like slow yoga, like yin yoga, restorative yoga, to really just call your energy back into your body. You could do EFT tapping. That's another really easy thing if you have if you just need like an easy way to get into your body without exerting too much energy. And meditate, because then you release the stress and it allows your nervous system to come back to the homeostatic range for you to make conscious decisions again and not fear-based decisions. Okay, so those are the main things. I'm sure I'll have a lot more to say on this because I have taken the leap a couple too many times. And it's very scary, and I very much understand how your body is literally in fight or flight all the time. You're so scared. Your brain's trying to figure out what you're going to do next, or just like understand what's happening in the exact moment. It can be so scary, but trust, 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 trust. Your intuition has led you here for a reason. You are becoming this different person, even if you're in the literal trenches, the worst of the worst of the worst. You're going through it. It's temporary. And then on the other side, you're going to be able to see clearly again. So hang in there. Do the things that make you feel good. Ground yourself in your body. Feed your mind, body, and soul. None of these old coping mechanisms that we used to have. None of that. We leave it. We leave it, and we consciously choose to feel good, to do what feels nourishing and fulfilling. And that really just lets all of that energy come out so we can become the grounded, present version of ourselves in this exact moment, so we can really notice and acknowledge why we took the leap, what's coming ahead. How can we prepare ourselves for the future? And really, how can we enjoy the present moment right now? It'll lead you to exactly where you need to go. I hope that helped. You're not alone. I've experienced that. Luckily, I'm not in that space right now, but I've been there. Just go and watch my old videos. You'll see it. You'll see it on my whole body. Yeah, so that's that. Love you. And I'm supporting you. Comment below if you need any support. Okay, bye.